Namaskaram YouTube family. Yesterday I just finished my Samyama. What is Samyama? Samyama is an intensive silence program, 8-day silence program with Sadhguru. It is conducted by Sadhguru. So people who are not Isha meditators won't be knowing much about Samyama, or if anybody is interested in doing Samyama, probably my video could help you a bit. But just to be clear, I'm not going to talk about my experience or what happens in the program, because sometimes what happens is if I talk about the experiences I had, somebody listening to it might have the expectation that he or she will have the similar kind of experience, and if I reveal what's there in the program, it's going to ruin your experience also. So any which way, I will just talk about what you can expect, what are the rules, and how to get till Samyama. So my journey to Samyama is a lengthy one or a short one, I don't know what to say. So I did my inner engineering back in 2022, and since then, normally people go to do inner engineering and like they don't think about Samyama initially. They do it and then they get to know, oh, there is something called Samyama, because Samyama is like, maybe you've heard many videos people calling Samyama as PhD of Isha courses or Isha spiritual programs. So Samyama for me was the aim from the very beginning. I did not do inner engineering just for the sake of inner engineering. I did it because I wanted to do Samyama, because the first video I saw of Sadhguru, and if you've seen my video of inner engineering experience and stuff like that, I was not going through a very good phase in my life. And nobody goes through a good phase in their life. Nobody can say that, oh, everything is always good. Every day is a challenge, and we all go through ups and downs. But at that point, I really didn't know what to do with my life. I was so scattered all over. So that's when Sadhguru found me. I did not find Sadhguru. Sadhguru found me, and I became Isha meditator. I started with Isha Kriya, and after that, I just saw this video of Samyama, and I thought I need to do this. But how do I do this? Because it seems like a very tough thing. It's not like I'll get to it just like that. So I researched the whole thing and I got to know that there is something called inner engineering, which I wanted to do anyway. Inner engineering, and after that, I did Bhavaspandana, and then I did Shunya, Shakti Jana Kriya, and finally Samyama. So basically, if you want to do Samyama, you have to finish inner engineering, that is Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya, then Bhavaspandana, that is BSB, and Shunya and Shakti Jana. And with this, you will also need to do some form of Hatha Yoga. You need to learn from Isha. So you'll have to do Surya Kriya or Surya Shakti. Yogasana is compulsory. You have to learn Yogasana, and with Yogasana something. And for me, it was like I've done all the Isha programs almost, I think, because I've also done the 21 days Hatha Yoga program. So in that, I've learned everything: Angamardana, Surya Kriya, Surya Shakti, Uppa Yoga, Yogasana, everything. So Bhuta Shuddhi. Basically, I was preparing myself from 2022 till 2024 6th January for Samyama. And for me personally, it was not tough. A lot of people complain about the preparation for Samyama because there are a lot of restrictions regarding the food you intake, and there are certain rules that you need to follow. Because it's something so huge, of such a great magnitude, your body should be ready to take an experience like this. So basically, there is a rule for 60 days and you have to follow it. You cannot, if you are a non-vegetarian, then you cannot have non-veg food. You have to turn vegetarian, and not just that, you cannot have onion, garlic, and any dairy products. So no milk products at all. And I don't have any problem as such, because anyway I don't have any of these. I don't have onion, I don't have garlic, never in my life. So for me it was not tough at all. I'm vegetarian. I cannot call myself vegan because I I really enjoy ghee and honey. So I cannot call myself vegan, but apart from that, I am vegetarian, and I really have very, for me, taste doesn't mean much. I really enjoy simple boiled food, probably just add some salt to it. So for me, it was no big deal. And you kind of have to bring your diet down to something like it's a kind of a raw diet, because during samyama you will realize why it is so important. You need to reduce the quantity of food you intake, because during samyama it will get very tough for you if you're used to having a lot. So best is that 60 days, if Isha gives all the information. If when you apply for samyama, you'll get the information email where they will send you all the instruction what to do and what not to do. So basically you have to follow this rule where you cannot have onion, garlic, non-veg, dairy products. So I didn't have much trouble with that. After that, every day you have to practice Shakti Chalana Kriya. Shunya is a must, and Shambhavi Mahamudra, and with that some form of hatha yoga. Yogasana is compulsory, and with Yogasana you have to do Surya Kriya or Surya Shakti. And if you're doing all the Hatha Yogas like I used to do, because I learned all of them, I won't lie, I couldn't do it every day, because you have other work and everything, so you cannot finish so many cycles of probably Surya Shakti, and then with that Angamardhan, and maybe every day I couldn't do all of it. But for me, Shakti Chalana, Shambhavi, Shunya was there, must. But obviously I did Hatha Yoga, some form of Hatha Yoga every day, Yogasana specifically. And you will also know during the program why it's so important. Now, apart from this, what do I need to inform you about? This program is simply mind-blowing. For me, I have always been attracted to knowledge. So for me, I personally follow Advaita Vedanta, and I believe in non-dualism. So I have always been extremely attracted specifically to Jnana Yoga or Jnana Yoga, however you may call it. So for me, why Sadhguru has been such a special, I don't know if I should call him a person actually, why he's been such a special energy that's present in my life, is because he has this perfect combination of Bhakti Yoga, Raja Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and it's completely balanced, and I really love that. And he also has a certain balance between dualism and non-dualism. So that works very well with me. But the thing with me is that I really love Jnana Yoga. So I read a lot of scriptures. I started reading scriptures somewhere around 2018, 19. Before that, I was just reading some self-help books and some kind of, some spiritual book written, like for example, the autobiography of a yogi. This part of the video accidentally had got deleted, so I have to repeat it again. I'm so sorry. So I was talking about Jnana Yoga and me following Advaita Vedanta. So I used to read, I still do read, I love reading scriptures and spiritual books. But I realized during this program the importance of understanding, of experiencing. There are some things that you just cannot just read, you have to experience it. And truly, the way Sadhguru made us experience things, it was just amazing. Probably this is why it's so important to have a living guru by your side. And I don't think there are enough words to explain how grateful I am that I have a living guru like Sadhguru with me. I once heard Sadhguru say that Samyama is not something that happens once in a lifetime. It happens once in many lifetimes. And it gave me goosebumps. And when I experienced the program, I realized why he said this. This is just additional information or tips. So, one thing that helped me tremendously was I blindfolded myself. Um, it's a complete silence program, so you're not allowed to talk to anybody through hand gestures or written notes or anything. It's like you have to carry all your medicines. Make sure you carry all your the essential things that you use on a daily basis, because you cannot ask for anything from anyone. So ladies, carry all your essential things, including sanitary napkins and all medicines. And everyone, please carry medicine, because there's a chance that you might fall sick. Specifically, Samyama happens around this time, that is December, January, and it's cold. So people, like, it's change of season, so normally people catch cold. So just be mindful about it and bring everything, every medicine that could be needed. Don't leave anything. And because it was silence program, I don't know, I did not carry anything with me, but thankfully I had this huge handkerchief, and it has helped me a lot because I blindfolded myself. I just literally, I was like this for 8 days, and it has helped me tremendously, to turn your senses inward. So this handkerchief has been my best friend during Samyama, because not just about not talking, it's about, like, because your visual senses, like when you look around, there's a chance of your eyes engaging more. You can talk, but your eyes, they engage more, and that will create a lot of extra thoughts that's just not needed. Because during Samyama, one thing you need to avoid or want to avoid is unnecessary thoughts. So carry with you some sort of eye patch, or maybe just handkerchief or something white, so that you can withdraw your visual senses inward. And so recently, this video of Sadhguru, after Samyama finish, was published. And
Samyama means transcendence. Transcendence is freedom from where we are. It's like growth. If you grow up within yourself, many things that you thought you can't live without are just gone. Not that you gave up, you grew up. That is what Samyama is about, to grow up. To grow up beyond your physical and mental states. You need to see things clearly. So Samyama is a tool to bring that clarity where you see everything the way it is. Your vision becomes penetrating enough, you see something more of life than just the skin.
the peace of having nothing is much better than the happiness of having everything. And I don't know if people will understand what I just said, but I hope nobody ends up typing in the comment section, "Don't sound like a stupid person. What do you mean by not having anything is better than having everything?" Don't get me wrong, even I belong from a very humble background, and I have to work very hard to earn a living, to live a life, blah blah blah. There's responsibilities, a lot of hard work. But those few days, those 8 days when I had nothing, because we have to submit all our valuables. You don't have phone, you don't have anything that's you consider to be valuable, and that gives us so much stress, tension all the time. We need this, so we run behind it. We compromise our peace, happiness, everything for some silly little things, materialistic things. We won't even have our body to take away when we die, but here we are running behind materialistic things. And those few days when I had nothing, because I didn't have to care about anything, that, oh, where did I keep that or this, because I had no headache, I had nothing, I had nothing to lose. In fact, I didn't even have myself to lose. It was okay with me because I wanted to lose myself. That was the whole purpose of Samyama. And that's when I realized that I understand, once I go out again, and even the other people who did the program, it's very natural that we will have to work hard to be a part of this materialistic world to survive. But oh, the beauty of having nothing is just so peaceful, and you don't have to care about anything. And exactly that's when you can actually realize God, because when your head is into all sorts of things, that I need to do this, do that, when will you have the time to think and contemplate on God, or realize what this word means, or the intensity behind it? So that's the takeaway, or that's the message I would like to give, that it's just wonderful to have nothing.